Okay, I'm back and welcome back to you people also. A very good day, morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time it is. Welcome back to my channel. And I just heard some news updates and I wanted to add into the kind of discussion that I added in my previous video, the one that I uploaded earlier, in which I was sharing the good news that Novak Djokovic has finally got the medical exemption to play the Australian Open. But things have started to become quite tricky because of all the politics involved and the international law that is coming in way for allocating rights to Novak Djokovic to be able to play in the tournament. Because the trouble that I have heard so far is that although he got the medical exemption, but the trouble came when he entered into the airport and went to the customs side there when the visa was checked. At that time, he was barred and he was sent to a detention facility where he had to stay till everything gets cleared because his visa has been cancelled by the Commonwealth government. Of course, the Victorian government gave him the permission of playing the tournament, which is why he got the medical exemption. But when it comes to Commonwealth, so now they are both at a clash. Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister of Australia, has also said that rules are rules and they would be applicable to any person who is entering inside Australia. And that is why exceptional case is there in terms of Novak Djokovic. The only person whose vaccination status still remains unknown. He hasn't revealed whether he has been vaccinated or not. But the kind of silence or the kind of response that we get from his team kind of indicates what his team is trying to say with respect to this question. And that is why the whole scenario has become quite confusing. So far, he's in a detention facility, he's there in the hotel, and most of the updates are something that you can find on the other channels also. What I wanted to share was that the psychological influence that this thing is going to have on a player, that can be quite mind-blowing and quite disturbing. Because if you talk about players, anyone, they are always preparing, doing warm-up sessions, and then they appear for their match in court in front of a crowd. But whether the person is world number one or any other player, if they are placed at a detention facility and then you expect from them to give the best performance or to give the best performance that they gave to in order to win a title, you can't expect that thing to happen. You have placed them in some sort of imprisonment, and until the time things get clear, about which we are not even sure whether they will get clear or not, because the case has been adjourned till Monday, I guess. The news that I got, of course, because he has litigated his whole case the way it has been placed on him. He has been accused of not observing or accepting the rules, not following the rules of Australia, and of course appearing in the tournament. So because of all that trouble that is happening right now, he's in a detention facility. And until things get clear, we are not even sure whether he would be allowed to play into the tournament or not. And even I am giving you a foresight whether if he is allowed in such kind of scenario, if he even appears in round 1 or round 2, you can't expect from a person to play at his best, because the mind would be so disturbed because of all this stuff that is happening. We know how important this Grand Slam is for him, because that is going to make him the greatest player of all times with his 21st Grand Slam single title. But I don't think that seems to be happening very easily because of all this stuff that is happening. luck to him, but we still have to wait and see what happens. So that is all I had to say, because the rest of the stuff is quite clear to you. Yeah, I did see some highlights of Nadal.
What a return. Little jump and a fist pump.
Playing quite well at a very good form, so he looks like a nice player, as predicted by some of the critics that there is a big chance for Nadal to be winning the title. But we still have to wait and see how he performed, in addition to all the other players that are also coming in full form, especially Tsitsipas. I forgot to talk about him in the previous video, because he gave one of his statements in which he said that I was suffering from an elbow injury for the last 1 year in 2021, because of which I was unable to play some good backhand shots, because he has a single-handed backhand, but now the pain is over. He got himself a surgery, and after that he's playing some good shots. Yeah, he did lose a match that I saw the highlights, but still I could see that he's playing quite fast, and yeah, his forehand and backhand sides are giving some good shots. So he can be a tough challenger for all these top players. We just have to wait and see how things unfolds. But till that time, take good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.